Dragon Ball has once again become a huge topic, and today I wanted to take a moment to look at some of the greatest moments from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. My name is Tyvon Knows, and today we are looking at the top 10 greatest Dragon Ball Series moments of all time. And kicking off the list at number 10, we got Vegetas Sacrifice. Now, we all know Vegeta has been waiting a long time to get his one-on-one rematch with Goku, and no matter what was going on around him, he wasn't going to let anything stop him from getting that match. And that battle helped create enough energy to release Majin Buu from his sealed ball. And once Vegeta realized the monster that was threatening the lives of all he cared for, he gave a very emotional farewell to Bulma, his son Trunks, and even Goku before releasing a huge explosion in hopes of killing Majin Buu, but sadly it only killed Vegeta. And what made this such a moment is knowing that Vegeta still cared deeply about everyone around him, despite letting his grudge with Goku drive him over the edge. But at the end of the day, Vegeta did the right thing in trying to sacrifice himself for the ones he cared for. Number 9, we got Great Ape Goku. Goku as a kid was such a mystery to many because he wasn't just an ordinary child. But the thing that confused people the most about him was him having a tail. And one night, Goku told his friends a story about his grandpa Gohan telling him to never look at the full moon, and also implied that one night a monster stepped on Grandpa Gohan and that's what killed him. So his friends put two and two together and their fear came to life when Goku stared at a full moon, and Bulma thought it was a prank until you saw Goku grow into this big ape. And even seeing him as a giant dangerous ape, his friends still saw him as that loving child that they cared for. And that gave the viewers something else to learn about this unordinary child. Number 8, Universe 7 wins. The Tournament of Power decided the fates of every single universe. And the final competitors was Jiren from Universe 11 against Frieza, Android 17, and Goku from Universe 7. Yeah, never thought you would hear that trio now, would you? But at the end of the day, Jiren proved himself to be the strongest warrior that they have ever faced, as it took complete teamwork to eliminate Jiren from the Tournament of Power to allow Universe 7 to get the win. And the biggest shock of it all was 17 being the last one left. And he was granted the Super Dragon Balls, which he used to bring back every single universe that was erased. And what a great ending that was. Number 7, Beerus Awakes. Beerus, the god of destruction, wakes up from a 39-year sleep, and he had this dream about a Super Saiyan god. And when we tell some about this Saiyan named Goku who defeated Frieza and Majin Buu, Beerus looked for this Saiyan in hope of him being the Super Saiyan god that he dreamt about. And one thing to take in from this introduction of Beerus is that it opened up a whole new chapter for the Z Fighters, because we was later introduced to things like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, we was introduced to Champa, and there was just a lot to explore from just Beerus having one dream. All this happened because of one dream, and that's the biggest thing to take from this moment. Number 6, Goku Defeats Buu. From Majin Buu to Super Buu to Kid Buu, Kid Buu proved to be the most dangerous one, and that's because he was just unhinged. And the first thing he did was blow up the entire planet Earth, and he attempted to do the same thing to other planets, and the scariest part is, he was doing it just for fun. Goku and Vegeta struggled with their battle against Kid Buu, but at the end of the day, it took the power of everyone to create a spirit bomb that would finally defeat Kid Buu and save the world. With help from the GOAT, Mr. Hercule. Yeah! Number 5, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. After his fight with Frieza, Goku's next goal was to aim higher to find a level beyond Super Saiyan. And when Cell appeared on Earth and proved to be a dangerous enemy, Cell hosted the Cell Games. And that's when Goku and Gohan trained in the time chamber to get stronger. And that's when Goku saw the next level potential that was in Gohan. All Gohan needed was a push. And boy, did Gohan get a push. Because at the Cell games, we all watched Goku toss Cell a sensu bean in hopes of pushing Gohan over the edge, as Gohan had to watch all of his loved ones get tortured by the Cell Juniors. But what made Gohan snap was when he saw 16, a loving android by the way. He saw 16 give him a speech about it's okay to release that rage inside of you. And when Cell wasn't trying to hear all that and he just stumped on his head, we all saw one of the greatest iconic moments that we always look back on. And that's Gohan finally releasing that rage. And he finally unlocked Super Saiyan 2. And boy, was that a moment to take in, as everyone around him was just in disbelief, and he took care of the Cell Juniors like they was nothing, and later on defeated Cell to save the world. And I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad that Goku believed in Gohan. Number 4, Future Trunks. One thing that I will stand on is out of every single character to has ever had an introduction, Trunks to this day got the best intro ever of every Dragon Ball character that ever existed. And I'm going to explain why. You got this mystery kid that nobody knows about. He say that he's from the future. And the first thing you see is him take care of Frieza in seconds. On top of that, being a Super Saiyan. Watching this for the first time, we was just as confused as Vegeta. But then Goku arrived, something that he called, by the way. He said Goku would be here. Goku arrived, and we later found out that he came from the future to warn us about dangerous androids that's going to come to kill everyone. And he also tells us that Gohan was his teacher, Bulma is his mother, and Vegeta is his father. And thanks to Trunks, everyone got prepared for the battle against the androids. And this timeline ended up having a better outcome than the original timeline. Number 3, Goku defeats King Piccolo. King Piccolo wanted one thing and one thing only, and that was to rule the world. And he aimed to eliminate anyone and everyone who stood in his way. But Goku proved to be strong enough to take care of Piccolo, and that's when Piccolo used a defenseless Tien to weaken Goku. But at the end, it took everything that Goku had left in him to release a final blow to King Piccolo that ended up defeating him and saving the world. But little did Goku know, Piccolo Jr. was born and he was set out to continue his father's path. Number 2, I'm your brother. When a Saiyan named Raditz showed up to Earth claiming to be Goku's brother, everyone, including the viewers, was blown away by them words. Goku had a hard time taking in everything, so Raditz had to explain to Goku how he got here, who he was, and where he came from. This moment is so important because it opened up a whole new chapter in Dragon Ball, now knowing who Goku is and later on being introduced to more characters. This was definitely a great way to start off Z, and I still to this day go back and rewatch the episode many times. And last but not least, number 1, Goku turns Super Saiyan. Z kicked off with Goku knowing about his race and what he was, and later on we was introduced to Vegeta, who became Goku's equal. And one thing that Vegeta always talked about was the story of a Super Saiyan. And we was teased of this idea of a Super Saiyan during the entirety of the Namek saga. And we finally got to see what a Super Saiyan was when Frieza pushed Goku to the edge, killing his best friend Krillin right in front of him. That's when we saw the most iconic moment in Dragon Ball history. Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time ever, and this was a new beginning for Dragon Ball as we got to see new heights that the Saiyans can reach. And later on we get introduced to many more Saiyan forms like Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, Blue, you name it. This was definitely a landmark for the series, and still to this day, everyone sets out to reach a higher level. Well, everyone, that was my picks for the top 10 greatest Dragon Ball moments of all time. Let me know what y'all thought about that list, and let me know what are some moments that y'all think I left off, and let me know some moments that y'all think should be higher or lower or just not on the list at all. Thank you y'all for watching. And best believe that you will be seeing more Dragon Ball content, because Dragon Ball is my favorite series of all time. So if you like Dragon Ball, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I will see y'all inside the next one. Peace.